March 27th, 2023 will mark the end of an era when it will no longer be possible to purchase digital games through the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U eShops, but there are still some things you guys can do to prepare for the shutdown. First of all, I'm going to mention that I've already made a video on how to add funds to your 3DS, so I'm going to put the link to that video in the description of this video. I'm not going to drag that out, and I'm also not here to tell you to spend money, but I'm also here to tell you that if you want classic Pokemon games and you don't have them on your 3DS and your 3DS isn't modded or something to that extent, then you should buy these Pokemon games, because we are at a point in time in handhelds to where we may not get any more virtual console Pokemon games. If they do not come out for the Switch, the 3DS is the end of the line for any virtual console Pokemon games, which means you will not be able to do any more transferring from Pokemon Bank up to Pokemon Home. Now, as far as I know, Pokemon Bank is going to be free on the day of the eShop closing. So on March 27th, we should be able to use Pokemon Bank for free. But I urge you right now, if you do not have a Pokemon Bank subscription, you have time to renew it still. Yes, it is silly to renew 365 days worth of a pass, but if you're a brand new player, or if you're just getting a 3DS, or you're thinking about buying one, and it doesn't have Pokemon Bank already on it, and it's never had Pokemon Transporter, which is what you need to transfer Pokemon from the virtual console games up to Bank, you are required to have a subscription to download the transporter at least one time, I'm pretty sure. So follow my video and learn how to add funds to your 3DS by linking your Nintendo account, which is what would be on your Switch, or just your regular Nintendo account, and then link your Nintendo Network ID from your Nintendo 3DS to this Nintendo account, and you will be able to merge your funds and share them with your 3DS. You cannot use the Nintendo Gold points on the 3DS, as far as I know. That is Switch only. I know I had a couple people ask me that in my video, but there's some key things I want to bring up about some of the classic Pokemon games, and also we have the Pokemon Special demo versions. So if you do not have these demo versions, I'm going to show you here on the screen the Sun and Moon Special demo version. As of right now, this is the only way to get Battle Bond Greninja. There may never be another way to obtain that. So if you don't have this demo, go download it right now. This is going to be one of the items that you're going to want to download before the eShop closes. It's free. It doesn't cost any money. But once you download this software, you should be able to always re-download the software as long as your same Nintendo account is linked to this 3DS. And also, there is the Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire special demo version. Now, there isn't anything super special about this, but it is cool to be able to play through the demos and just remember the time we had when these games were new and fresh. I remember when this first came out, I was like super excited to play the demo, and it was really cool because we got to see like the Mega Evolution and stuff. Now the games randomly pick whether or not it's Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire every time you boot it up, so you'll get to experience both versions of the demo. It just kind of switches back and forth. So yeah, Battle Bond Greninja, you can't get that any other way besides like hacking, obviously. I also wanted to go over a few things about like preserving your save files and preserving your Pokemon. Now this is going to apply to people that have a modded 3DS, like soft mod. I'll show you the app that I have on here. I think it's over here. So right here, PKSM. Now this is a program that is really intended for like save editing, but it has a really awesome feature that a lot of people don't know about. You can actually use this to store Pokemon. So like, let's say you want to start a game over. you can store your Pokemon. It has boxes just like Pokemon Bank. So if you miss out on Pokemon Bank and for some reason you've never downloaded it and your 3DS doesn't have it and the eShop closes and your 3DS happens to be soft modded or you plan to soft mod it, you will be able to soft mod it, by the way, even if the eShop closes. There are hardware methods of soft modding. They might be a little difficult to obtain because you need like an R4 card or like a flash cart, but it is possible. It's very easy. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So you can preserve all of your Pokemon, and also you can also back up your save files with like Checkpoint or JK Save Manager. And if you use one of those apps, what you can do is you can back up your save before you transfer all of your Pokemon over to your Switch, like with Pokemon Home from Bank. And if you want to preserve those Pokemon on your 3DS, just for whatever reason, you just want to see your Pokemon, you can just reload that save after you've done the transfer, and all of your stuff will be there, and it will also be on your Pokemon Home on your Switch. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I know a lot of people don't have modded 3DSs, and also a lot of people do. I'm not supporting or promoting modding your console, but I think it is a good way for preservation, as I'm going to be doing with all of my consoles. I have like saves of Pokemon X and Y with over 4,000 hours on them. I mean, I don't want to lose all that. Even if I start the game over and play through it again, because my son does like to play the games with me, I will always back up my saves to my SD card. And always remember too, every once in a while, to back up your entire SD card to something in case it fries or something, because then you can just copy all the contents to a new SD card, stick it in 3DS, and you're good to go. So yeah, there's gonna be some big sales on the eShop as well, so look out for that. I think it's like on the 22nd. There's I saw like a couple of 90% off sales. Now that was on my Japanese 3DS. I have not looked on my American 3DS to see if that sale was the same. I have multiple 3DS consoles. So I would urge you, like I said, if you want to buy these virtual console Pokemon games, like Red, Blue, Yellow, I also have the trading card game, and then Gold, Silver, and Crystal, which there is the Crystal is a special version in which I believe you can get Celebi. So that's another thing that you can transfer as well. So yeah, if you haven't downloaded any of this software, I would definitely buy it if you're a Pokemon fan and you want to continue to play these games, because there's no confirmation that we're going to get any of these games on the Nintendo Switch. I mean, it's probably going to happen, but then again, we know how Nintendo is. Look how long it took us to get like Diamond and Pearl remakes. It took several years. We waited forever, and then it wasn't even that great. So also, you get, when you transfer a Pokemon up to like a newer game, they're gonna have like an origin mark that's gonna show you like what game they originated from. So if these games do end up coming out on the Nintendo Switch, we are unsure if those Pokemon will have those origin marks, if you care about that at all. I'm just kind of naming some things just to kind of get people thinking about things they might want to save and bring with them if they're planning on transferring things over to the Switch. I am going to be completely honest with you. I am not a huge fan of the Nintendo Switch, and I'm not the biggest fan of like the newer Pokemon games. I'm not saying they're bad, but I don't enjoy these games as much as I enjoyed the 3DS. The 3DS was my all-time favorite console that's ever been made, and I think it always will be. It has been a really long time since Nintendo has wowed me. And when this system came out, and I had this, when I first got this system, it was just so amazing. I played it for countless hours. And this is just kind of like another video to I just want to get everybody together and just remember the 3DS, because it is at the end of its life. It's literally at the end of its life. We're just barely over a little more than 2 weeks before they shut it all down. And it's going to be a very sad day for me. I know I'm not like constantly, on the eShop buying stuff, but just the thought of like wanting to click on the eShop and then it not being there to work, it's going to really get me thinking about like how much I really miss stuff on the 3DS. So, with that being said, I actually have a Discord. I really wasn't ready to open it up yet. I've been kind of working on it in the background. If you want to join the Discord, I'm going to put a link to it down in the description, along with a link to the video about how to add funds to your 3DS. And again, I thank you guys for all the views on that video. That video just hit like 32,000 views. I believe it was yesterday. And I've gotten several comments, like just amazing comments, like just about how helpful it was. And I looked through a lot of videos when I made that video, and there was just a lot of stuff that people left out. People weren't showing the steps. I wanted to record every step of the way. Like, this is where you go. This is what website. This is what area of the website. This is where you go on your 3DS. And it just blows my mind that so many people, I reached so many people with that video. Over 30,000 people. And I barely have 400 subscribers. So again, I thank you guys for that. And I hope this video is somewhat helpful. This isn't nowhere near as important as far as like, like tutorial wise. But I think that anybody that has like a really soft spot for keeping their Pokemon like I do, they're going to want to see this video and they're going to think, wow, maybe I should really think about being able to back up my save files. What if something happens to all your save files on your cartridges? You can even back them up off the cartridges, digital downloads and cartridge. So if you soft mod your 3DS, and hopefully Nintendo doesn't take this video down, you can back up your saves, and then you'll be able to keep your stuff forever. So yeah, it's sad that the 3DS eShop's closing. It's definitely going to be a sad day, and I'm definitely going to give the 3DS a proper send-off. Maybe with just some memories. Favorite memories of the 3DS and games on the 3DS. It wasn't just Pokemon for me. I played a lot of Monster Hunter 4. I played a lot of Pokemon. I played Tamagotchi Life. That game was pretty incredible. It was really awesome. That's another game I recommend playing, because there's been no kind of like other game like that. It's a very unique game. And if you have a Japanese 3DS, you can actually get Pokemon Green. That's the only way you can get Pokemon Green legitimately from the eShop. So Pokemon Green is pretty much the same as Red and Blue. The sprites and stuff are different. I think it looks cooler, honestly. A lot of people don't like the graphics, but I think Green looks a little more neat. And also, if you add funds to your Switch account, your Nintendo account, and you share them with your 3DS, and you don't use them on your 3DS, you should be able to use the remainder of the balance on your Switch, because what it does, you're not transferring the funds like over to the 3DS per se. You're sharing them between two consoles. So like if you have $10, you have to do it in like $10 increments. If you have $10 and you spend $3 on your Switch, it should show that you have like a $7 balance in your 3DS eShop if you have it properly linked. So that's another thing to think about if you do add funds. You can get 3DS eShop cards from sites like PlayAsia. Totally legit. Just make sure it's the right card for your region. I've seen Amazon cards also where they just you get the code in the media area in your Amazon account. It'll just give you the code for the card. Just make sure you don't buy it from like a sketchy seller. Definitely check into it. So you can use, yeah, you can use 3DS eShop cards. I have used them within the last like 2 weeks. So, and you can use like a credit card on the website also. You just can't add funds directly on the 3DS. I just thought I would put that out there as well, because a lot of people are going to misconceive the information, because some people just click through parts of the video. And I understand that. Like, nobody wants to sit down and watch a 15-minute video about the 3DS eShop closing. I know I don't. I just want the information. I want to get it out there. But, you know, me rambling, I've got most of the important parts out of the way in the early parts of the video. So I'm just talking with you guys here. Nice little update video too. I haven't really did a face video here in a while on the channel, and I thought it was time to kind of show myself. I've been really busy, so I apologize for that. We are getting ready to finish up Pokemon X also. I have like one more episode to upload, and then we're going to start a new project. So again, thanks everybody for watching, and I really hope this video helps you out. And if you made it all the way to the end here, comment down below your favorite memory of the 3DS, whether it be a game or a moment in a game, or just like something you did with your friends while you guys had your 3DSs, you know, like doing Street Pass and stuff like that way back in the early days. Just comment your memories down below. Let me know what your favorite thing was about the 3DS, and what your favorite 3DS console was, since there's so many of them. And I think that's going to be all for this video, guys. So again, thanks so much for watching, and thanks so much for all the views on the eShop video I made before, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.